Hello, everyone. It is a series about generative AI and how to utilize enterprise knowledge base. And I will talk about my experience and about the business problems that I see. And in my career, I often participated in different RFPs response and also self-assessments. And I have to create different artifacts to make proposals, etc. And process is not efficient. It's time-consuming, and during this assessment or proposal development, I have to research a lot of documents and combine them together. And in this video and next videos, we will talk about how to build solutions that can efficiently process a lot of documents and return you what you ask and build the artifacts for you. So this system can be, as already said, help you with RFP response. It can be self-assessment, internal audits, and also it can be Q&A chatbot for your company. So let's deep dive what we have today. And I would like to start with a concept diagram. And first of all, we have knowledge sources. So it is a main part, one of the main parts, where we get relevant information about the question and enhance the context. Also, we have a large language model here. It can be open source large language model like a Falcon, like a Llama 2, and others. It also can be some proprietary and commercial large language models like OpenAI, like Anthropic, etc. And the application, it is combine everything together and return and get the task from users and return the output. And today's episode will be focused only on creating this knowledge source. So we have company stores their documents in different platforms. It can be Jira, Confluence, GitHub, Google Drive, SharePoint, and other sources. And we can extract these documents. And the next step, it will be create embeddings uh, for these documents. And embeddings, it is something like it looks in the math. It looks like a vector, and this vector show us how close, how relevant this information to our question. And that is allow us to find relevant information and extract it. And all of this we need to store somewhere, so we use a vector store database. And one more thing, as I said, we use a large language model for embedding models, and it can be Amazon Titan, it can be Amazon OpenAI Ada, Cohere, and other open source models that are available, for example, on Hugging Face. And for vector store, we can use, for example, Chroma, that is open source, that we'll actually use today. But there's more available models like Face is also open source. Also, there are some commercial offering as well, like a Pinecone and VV8. And for this demo, we will need somewhere to find the handbook. And the good thing that there are companies. I don't think that it is all of them. I think there are much more companies that outsource their handbooks, company handbooks, and we can get them just from the GitHub, for example. So I run gitcon command in order to get this handbook, and let me show you how it looks like. So let's open main page, README. And you can see this it is a made tech company, and it has some information about them and other policies, etc. So it is a quite comprehensive handbook. Maybe, I mean, we will not get all the questions there, but they definitely have some information that we can use today and build our solution and test it. Okay, we got this handbook, and we can proceed to the next steps. First of all, we need to initialize several variables and libraries. I use OpenAI, and I need to get the keys. I store them in Amazon SSM parameter store, and I extract them from there. So this is a function that I use to securely store my keys and extract them when I need. So I initialize, I selected a large language model, and I can proceed to the next steps. So next step, I need to load these documents from our folder through just a moment. It is directory loader. It is a library that allow us to load the local files to the variable. And you can see that there are 172 documents, and we can run, for example, document 0, and you can see this metadata of this document. It is handbook readme, and let me, for example, print you page content, and I will print only 100, first 100 letters. So yeah, you can see this is the beginning of the handbook. Okay, we have access to this, and in order to efficiently work with these documents, we need to split them. And there are a lot of different techniques how we can split them. For example, we can equally split and create equal chunks of this text, for example, with 1000 symbols, 500 symbols, etc. But I propose to, for our case, use Markdown header text splitter. This splitter is context aware splitter. It's split by header, so it understands Markdown syntaxes, and it's split by header and puts the name of the header to metadata. So let's run this. So it will create our function that will split the documents, and then we can split these documents. And right now you can see that we have 1,279 different documents. So it is much more granular. And for example, we can run this and see the first splitted document. It is part of the initial document, and you can see this is the header 1. So it actually split it and stores this header 1 text as a one document. This is allow us, first of all, the context between headers not as connected as inside of the header, that allow us to split them more efficiently, and that allow us I mean, we will not lose some context if we will, for example, split them in another way. And the next step, we will need to create a DB, vector DB. Let's run this. And this initiate, yeah, it will take some time, and I will talk about what it has. So first variable, it is the document itself. Second one is embeddings. So we use OpenAI embeddings function, and this function creates embeddings for every splitted document. And that is how we find the relevant documents for our question. And then we store them in some directory. so we can use them later. And for example, let's test it. And before testing, let's create some functions that allow us print output in more pretty way. And let's run our question. And it will return k it is 5, so it will return us 5 documents. And you can see these 5 documents. It is about security measures. And you can see that keep our physical surroundings safe, storing password, use 2FA, etc. So it is some policies that it found in our document. So it is all for today. Thank you very much. And in next episode, we will talk about how to build solution based on our document store.